Today I want to speak on the word called rejection. Rejection is a redirection to God's purpose. There's a picture. Imagine a puzzle. A puzzle has pieces, and when the pieces connect with each other, they create a picture. And the picture of life is ultimately God's purpose. Joseph, when he was rejected by his brothers, when they threw him into a ditch and sold him into slavery, ultimately he became a governor of Egypt. And through the rejection, he became a governor. But also through the rejection, Israel went and were enslaved in Egypt for 400 years. But through that enslavement of 400 years, they seen how God delivered them by parting the Red Sea. Through Joseph's rejection, we see God move by parting the Red Sea. They go in the wilderness for 40 years. Then they conquer the promised land because of Joseph's rejection. We seen how Daniel and the three Hebrew boys, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, how the way they walked through the fire and they seen how God was with them in the midst of the fire to save them from King Nebuchadnezzar. We seen how Daniel was thrown into the lion's den and God shut the mouths of these lions. You see, all this take place through a one man's rejection of Joseph, because we see a picture, God's purpose being put together piece by piece. Ultimately, through the rejection of Joseph, we see Jesus Christ come into the world to save humanity from eternal death through one man's rejection of Joseph. So ultimately, Christ, when he was rejected he was rejected by the world, and he was rejected by his own received him not. But through that rejection, he was lifted up. And when Christ was lifted up and is lifted up, he draw all men unto him. So now all humanity goes to Christ for salvation, because through him, we only can have eternal life through Jesus Christ. So when you get rejected, or if you've been rejected, maybe you wanted to communicate it with somebody and somebody rejected you, or maybe that job rejected you, that school, that loan, that bank rejected you. It's a bigger purpose behind that rejection, and the bigger purpose is God's purpose. And as long as we are moving towards his purpose, we let God put us in the perfect place. Let God put you and connect you to the pieces you're supposed to connect with, because ultimately we're made to fit in to create God's purpose. The bigger picture is what he has in mind. Rejection is a redirection. Be blessed.